Hey there! Welcome to the Overcomers of Relapse Lounge podcast. I am D, your host. This is episode 4 of season 14 of my podcast. So welcome to all of my listeners out there. Hey, it is great to share this experience with you. Hey, my listening friends, like I said before, I received many requests to continue this season to start off each podcast episode with what I call the music message moment. Hey, what can I say? My listeners seem to enjoy my music message moments as much as I do. You see, my listening friends, I believe music is the universal language of the world. And for me personally, I like music that has a message in it that enlightens me with wisdom and knowledge pertaining to life challenges and great moments that we experience every day in our everyday lives. Now, my listening friends, I do not own the copyright to the song. It is used for life-changing messages purposes only. So, my listening friends, sit back and join me. Listen and get the message out of the music. Hey, that may be pertaining to a particular situation that can change your perception of a matter you are dealing with. Or, like me, just enjoy an encouraging melody that lifts your spirits to a higher destination. Man, I got one for you today. Hey, I will be right back with today's exciting topic and discussion. Hey, my friends, enjoy.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He wants to take you higher. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, my listening friends, I really hope that you enjoyed that message music moment. Man, I really hope that you got something out of that, because I sure did. So I really hope you're enjoying the music message moment, and I hope that it's making your journey a little wiser and a little brighter. Now, let's get started. I just want to put this out there right from the beginning. This podcast is not only pertaining to relapse as far as drugs, alcohol, or any other addictions. No, my friends, we are open to all topics. However, our main topic is why do we have addictive behaviors and how can we overcome them? On episode 4 of season 14, I would like to use for a topic, I have a few STDs. That's right, my friends, you heard me. I have a few STDs. Now, my listening friends, this topic came to mind when I examined the feedback. I do this quite often. I examine the feedback I get on my podcasts. Hey, listening friends, I have so many positive responses from all of my media sources, from listeners who really enjoyed the podcast and how it has helped them with their sobriety and changed their lives. You know, I had this one particular listener tell me they really enjoy my take on dealing with alcoholism, substance abuse, and just my outlook on dealing with life lessons daily in general. So, of course, I told the listener, I said, thank you. You see, my listening friends, you know you are doing something of great purpose when you receive responses like that. And hey, my listening friends, the reward of helping others is one of the greatest accomplishments you can achieve. I mean, I completely get the climbing up the ladder of success, and people should be complimented for all of their successes, all of their successful achievements. However, I truly believe in this statement. It is better to give than to receive, because when you give the best of you, my friends, you discover the best of you. And that, my friend, is what I call true satisfaction with one's self. Well, getting back to the conversation that I was having with the listener, I said thanks to the listener. And I stated to them, well, it's not really nothing so deep about me. I just have a few STDs. And I am just trying to spread them as much as I can. Just in case you have not figured it out yet, I have quite a bit of a sense of humor. So the listener got real quiet. I mean, it got dead silent. I said, are you still there? They said, yes, but I believe I misheard you. Did you say you have a few STDs? I said, yeah, absolutely. So I started to say something else, but the listener, they continued and said, well, since we are on that topic, I have contracted a few of them myself during my substance abuse addiction times. And the listener just continued and said, hey, my friend, D, you name it, I caught it. So they just went on and they kept explaining to me, even during periods of their relapses, they would end up with some stranger, wake up the next day looking for their clothes, wondering, how did I even get here? And sure enough, a few days later, they knew they had caught something and needed to go see a doctor, which they said was very, very embarrassing. Hey, my listening friends, I did not. I did not want to interrupt this individual at all. And they just went on telling me about several of their encounters when they were under the influence and the price that they ended up paying for it. You see, my listening friends, this is what disease of addiction does to you. It causes you to act on toxins. And before you know it, you may catch something you can only treat and never get rid of. Well, getting back to our conversation, the individual asked me, "So, D, what's your story? I heard you said you have a few STDs. I went on to explain. I said, hey, yeah, I do have a few STDs. I said, however, my friend, when I said I had a few STDs, I was not referring to sexual transmitted diseases. I was going to explain to you what I meant by the statement, but I did not want to interrupt you. And I appreciate you sharing your stories with me." So the listener said, "Wait a minute, I am confused." Then I stated to the listener, I said, "I can understand that, and I apologize for not making myself clearer sooner." I said to the listener, what I meant by I have a few STDs was I have special talents discussing sobriety. I said, you get it? S for special, T for talents, D for discussing, and S for sobriety. My listening friends, it was a very, very uncomfortable pause. And it lasted for a little while. And I will not repeat what their first response was, but it had a few F words in it. And I mean, we laughed so hard. I stated to them, hey, you just gave me a great idea for a great new podcast. And my listening friends, here it is. So the listener stated, well, D, I am glad that I could be of help. I am glad I could return the favor and help you. Because, D, you have helped me a great deal with your podcasts. And I thank you, my friend. But please, next time interrupt me before I tell all of my business again. My listening friends, I have to tell you, this was one of the most encouraging conversations I have had since I started my podcasts, not to mention one of the most humorous ones. I mean, I really enjoy and I really get encouraged from listeners like that to just continue with my podcasts. And to be honest with you, if this listener is the only person listening to my podcasts, hey, my listening friends, that makes it worth doing them. Hey, my listening friends, I have a question. Do you know what your few STDs are? Because there is someone out there waiting for you to spread them around. Hey, my listening friends, the good thing about the STDs I am referring to is you do not have to go to the doctor for the cure. Because when you think about it, you are the doctor with the cure. So spread them as much as you possibly can. Hey, listening friends, I know this podcast episode has quite a bit of humorous moments. However, it has a really great message in it also. So, my listening friends, I have a question for you. Will you be the STDs or the cure? Hey, think about it. If STDs mean the same thing to you as it does to me, you can be both because they are both the same. So go out there and spread it around. Hey, my listening friends, thanks for listening. Well, that's it for episode 4 of season 14. My listening friends, as usual, I will be ending this podcast with that great meditation track. So please stay tuned to the very end of the podcast. Let's take a flight on angel wings together. Hey, my listening friends, please visit my website, The Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. It is listed on the screen. Feel free to post on the blog, hey, share your thoughts, and also just feel free to chat. And hey, my listening friends, all of my contact information is on there also. So please feel free to reach out like the listener did earlier. Along with a lot of great music that you can just sit back and listen to and enjoy. Also, come join me on my Facebook group called The Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. Hey, we have a lot of great inspiring posts, and I mean just a great group of people to chat with. And come on, my listening friends, don't forget to listen and send in the questions for the Ask These segments. Hey, it is always my pleasure to serve in any way that I can. Hey, my listening friends, let me know your opinions and thoughts. Thanks again for joining me, and take care of yourselves out there. I will talk with you all again very soon. Bye-bye.